What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live once again. You know, a lot of people on Facebook and Twitter have been asking me to talk about Guild Wars 2 a little bit, so I wanted to come in here and give you an actual kind of hands-on first impressions of the game. You can't really call this a review, but it's my first chance of actually playing the game and getting a chance to look at it and enjoy it. And so over the weekend, I logged in Friday night at midnight, and I barely logged out between now and Sunday. I know it created a Francis Rage video about not being able to log in, but that's only because some people were complaining on Reddit about not being able to log in, and I wanted to give them that to play with and enjoy. I had no trouble playing this weekend. In fact, other than the auction house, their version of the auction house, being a little laggy, overall it was pretty great. So a lot of people want to know, is it worth buying Guild Wars 2? Is it worth buying Guild Wars 2? Because it's in stores this week. And I want to tell you my personal opinion, and then maybe you can figure out if it's worth it for yourself. Overall, let's start with combat, because combat is the bread and butter. I've never really liked the EverQuest style of PvE, walking up to a monster and just hitting, trading blows. He hits me, I hit him. He hits me, I hit him. And being locked in or, whatever. And then World of Warcraft improved the formula by giving you a lot more buttons to press and a lot more abilities to use. So now you're shooting this arrow, you're shooting that arrow, you're comboing this, you're breaking that, you're shield slamming here. That's good. But then that to me got way too complicated, because I guess I'm a bit casual at the end of the day. So Guild Wars 2 combat is way more interesting in that there's way less hotkeys that I'm used to having to deal with. There's 6 over here, and then a few over here that I'm hitting occasionally, cooldowns mostly for my character. And I'm actually finding it interesting to watch what the monster is doing, looking for their equivalent of the cast bar, and see which abilities he's charging up, because I'm dodging blows, I'm moving out of the way, I'm switching weapons from my sword to my gun occasionally. It's unique and interesting and fun to do, and it's different. And I like the fact that it's different, because we've needed different in the genre for a while. And then the quest system, which, these games are all about solving quests, right? Whether, in World of Warcraft, in EverQuest, it was, there wasn't much of a quest system for EverQuest, but in World of Warcraft, you go up to a guy with an exclamation point over his head, he gives you a grocery list of places to go or shit to do, or things to gather. You bring him back his grocery list, and then you go on about your day. Sometimes there's vehicles, sometimes there's unique stuff, and that's cool in World of Warcraft. But what they're doing with Guild Wars 2 is this a much more, and I can't do this justice just explaining it. I really wish you check Total Biscuit's videos out, which I'm going to link below. But it's very intuitive and innovative. You go to a new area on your map, you're discovering a new area, and there's a farm, and in that farm is a guy, and that guy's got a little heart on the mini-map. And you will get a little quest log in your top right corner. It says, while you're in this area, kill Scrugs, or whatever. I don't know what a Scrug is. I guess it's Scrags. Kill Scrags. And they want you to kill Scrags, and if you do, you earn karma, and that karma can be spent at that vendor or any other vendor to acquire items and recipes and things that you need for the game. And then let's say, for example, you are killing Scrags for that guy. He wants you to clear as many Scrags from his farm as you can. Sometimes there will be a Scrag invasion event. So these events will pop up on your map, big orange circle that says, hey, Scrag invasion here, help defend the farm. Not only are you earning XP while you kill the Scrags for that event, but you're also solving, if you're in the range of that little heart, you're also solving that quest as well. And so you're earning karma, you're earning experience, you're earning items, you're having a good time doing it. And then the quest system, the grouping system is really unique in that I've gotten other people's buffs, even though I haven't hit the party button or a raid button, I haven't joined their raid. The game just knows when I'm near other people. And we're working together, and when you both hit the same monsters, you don't share the XP, you get the same load of XP. Both of you sometimes can loot that monster, you have a loot chance. It's so innovative and so intuitive that it's compelling to me to want to do this now, because it's so different from every other MMORPG I've played, from Ultima Online and World of Warcraft and EverQuest and Meridian 52. I mean, all the way going back to MUDs for me. This really does feel like a next generation game, and I'm excited about that. PvP seems to be the all-star for Guild Wars 2, I think. I'm sure there is high-end PvE content. In fact, I accidentally walked into a level 75 dungeon the other day, but it looks like PvP is going to... So I've messed around with World PvP, and where I've only tried it twice, the 2 times I've tried it, it was fantastic. It had that Battlegrounds feel from World of Warcraft, but we were battering down gates, we were defending ourselves from guys up on fortresses, there were people attacking us from behind, we were getting loot and XP from that, and it just... You could level from 1 to 80 just doing World PvP. If you never wanted to do a PvE quest in your life, I think you could do it and never have to solve a single one. And so that alone is compelling and fun and interesting to me. And these 3 things are fun to fool around with. And like you, I'm going to buy Mists of Pandaria, and I'm going to go play it. I'm going to play the hell out of it. Okay? So maybe you want to save your money for Guild Wars. Maybe you want to save for Mists of Pandaria, and I can understand that. But here's the big thing, and that was the deciding factor for me for Guild Wars 2. Even though I plan to buy Mob and I plan to play it, pulling the trigger on Guild Wars 2 didn't hurt as bad because I'm not going to be paying 2 monthly fees. Guild Wars 2 is free to play. Once you've purchased the initial game, you don't have to buy anything else. Now, you can. There are upgrades, there's items, there's XP boosts, there's, like, stuff, keys that you can use to unlock chests, stuff like that, built right into the game to encourage you to spend a little real money from time to time. But you could never spend another dime again, and you're not getting hit with that $14.95 monthly fee like you are most of these MMORPGs. So when I quit for a little while to go try Mists of Pandaria, and then when I get up to rating level with my guild again and I want to take a break, then that break will be go to Guild Wars 2. I'm not going to be on Mists of Pandaria every night. There's going to be nights that I want something a little different. Do I think Guild Wars 2 is it a tier 1 game like World of Warcraft? I really think it is. And I know people called it the WoW killer. There is no WoW killer. The only thing that'll kill WoW is itself. And I'm looking forward to going back to what feels like home at this point. But Guild Wars 2 is an amazing diversion. One that I think, given enough time, and I think it could become home. And that's kind of scary for me, because it really does feel like that next generation of game. So I think it's fun. I don't know if you'll find it fun. Do I regret pulling the trigger? Do I regret making that purchase? Not for a second. Absolutely fun. If I was on a tighter budget, I probably still wouldn't have regretted it. So it might be worth looking into. And I hope you guys who've played it can leave your comments below, because if you've played it and you can back me up here on some of the stuff, I'd love to hear your opinion as well.